I had the very great pleasure this morning to have brunch with my friend Amara in Nambour. We went to Nambour Social and I had the Italian summer, I think it was called. It was delicious. Sourdough with avocado and feta and tomato and all that kind of stuff, and a cappuccino. And it was just delightful to be able to go out to a cafe, sit down and share some food. Have you done that yet? Hello, Luke. How are you?
I'm good, Robin. How are you?
I'm fabulous. Thank you for making contingency plans because you were going to take us outside, weren't you?
Yeah. It's raining out there.
Yeah. So what's your random shit then? I'm keen to see it.
Okay. Well, back in the mid '90s, I built a telescope.
Oh my God, that's huge.
Yeah, it's called a Dobsonian, named after John Dobson, who designed it. It's basically a Newtonian reflector. It's a 10-inch mirror, and very sort of easy to build and maneuver. Put it wherever you want in the sky. And yeah, it's really not that hard to build. The tricky bit is grinding the mirror, and I didn't do that. I simply purchased my mirror.
Oh, okay. Well, I reckon that'd be a specialised set of equipment, wouldn't it?
Yeah, very much so. I was told once that if I wanted to grind my own 10-inch mirror, I should really grind a 6-inch mirror and then an 8-inch mirror to get the experience to get something adequate for a 10-inch mirror.
Yeah.
So it's just too hard for me. But nevertheless, people do it.
Yes. So do you use it much? Have you taken it? I mean, is it something that you muck around with?
I have over the years, numerous times. But lately, and by that I mean the last 10 years or so, it's been sort of difficult to use. If you were to look down that tube at the primary mirror, you can see why.
Ah, is that mold?
Yeah, it's mold and dust and a little bit of dew from this morning. But the aluminium coating of a mirror degrades over time, even in the best of circumstances. And that mirror would be 25, 26 years old now.
Wow, okay.
So it needs recoating.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, not long after I built that one, 94 or 95, I got started within 2 years on a better design. Very similar Dobsonian, another Newtonian reflector, but this one will be easier to use. Trouble is, I moved to Australia in about '97, and I don't have a shop here. I need a bandsaw, I need a drill press, I need a table saw.
Oh, hang on a tick, Luke. I think we've lost you. You've muted yourself. Or in fact, maybe Nick has. That's okay. You sort your audio out and I'm going to share my first piece of random shit. And that is this thing. This is, yep, thank you. Here we go. There we go. This is some augmented reality. Hang on a tick. I'm just going to try and get, no. There it is. Can you guys see that? That's so cool. So last year, the Horizon Festival on the Sunshine Coast and in Nambour in particular, at the old ambulance station, we had some augmented reality stuff going on, and a whole bunch of augmented reality artists came. And this is one of the things that they did, which I absolutely love. And I've just found that. So I've got all of our games out, and I've just found those in the games. And I thought I'd just share that with you. How cool is that? So, Luke, how are you going with your audio? Oh, dear. Are you back, Luke? He's not. We're having some technical difficulties. I can see you. I can't hear you. There's a little thing. All right, I'm going to share my second piece of random shit then. And that is, so I got all of the games out because, you know, the games are fun, and it's in this time of being close together. Do you think it might be us?
Just check.
Oh, we're just checking to see if it's us. Anyway. Oh, you're right then, Luke? Oh, Luke's saying he thinks it's us.
Not us.
John's saying it's not us. I'm going to share this next thing though. So I opened up this game box and I've found 3 envelopes. One says Matt, one says John, and one says Robin, and they're Matt's writing, and I've got no idea what's in them. So I'm going to open Matt's up. Oh, and look, full of Monopoly money. I'm guessing that the other ones are like that too. Yeah. Oh, maybe what we'll do is we'll ring Luke back. He can hear me because he just responded. Oh, see, we can hear it.
Not us.
Hey, Luke.
Hi, is that better?
Yeah, it works now. Yay.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's kind of funny. It wasn't on my end. My microphone was certainly on, and I turned it off and on, and did a few times. So
that's problem sorting 101, isn't it? Turn it off and on.
Minor gremlin.
Oh, hi, Nick.
Look at me.
So, Luke, what's your second piece of random shit?
Second piece would be these. Notice how tall they are?
Oh, skis?
Yes.
In Queensland.
But they are Rossignols from 1967. I purchased them in the early 80s and skied on them quite a few times.
Yeah.
Usually in the spring when the snow was heavier. But these things have a remarkable history. Not these particular skis, but this model was the model that Jean-Claude Keely skied on in the Olympics in 1968. And maybe in 64 too, the Rossignol Stratas. We just called them Rossies for short. And I always loved that little icon right there, the rooster.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah.
Very emblematic of these skis. They're French, and they were the bee's knees back in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. I believe they're still going, even though I used to ski for a living. It's been a long time since I've done any skiing, and I don't have any gear left. I'd never ski on these. They wouldn't make one turn before they broke. But I can't part with them.
No. So do you have them displayed somewhere, Luke, or are they just shoved away in a cupboard?
No, they've been sitting in my garage gathering dust for more than 20 years now.
Oh.
I haven't skied on them since probably 88 or 90.
Okay. And did you you brought them to Australia with you?
I brought them all the way to Australia with me, yes. I have fantasies of showing these Aussies what an old man can still do on these rails, these US skis. I broke my previous pair a couple of years ago when we went down to Victoria. And yeah, I don't have any more gear, so if I ski again, I'll have to hire gear. Incredibly.
So you said that the snow is better in the spring.
Sorry, say again?
You said the snow is better in the spring.
Well, the snow is heavier in the spring. It's better for these skis in the spring.
Okay.
These skis are so stiff and so long. They've got so much camber that they would just flatten the bump in front of me.
Okay.
They don't make skis like that anymore. All the skis nowadays are short. I'd be skiing on skis somewhere up here,
Okay.
not up here.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
completely different sport these days.
Yeah. All right. And I guess that they were expensive at the time. Were they expensive?
These were secondhand. I got them from another ski patroller who was a couple decades older than me. But back in the day, those skis would have been, $150 US in the late 60s, which was a lot of money then.
That was a lot of money. Absolutely. Huge amount.
Yeah.
It's an expensive sport, isn't it, skiing?
Very much so. It's rather an elitist sport. I had a professor at university who accused me of participating in an elitist sport. I didn't get at the time, but I decided he was basically right.
Yeah,
It is a elitist sport.
it is. It is. All right, Luke. Well, thank you for that. Thanks for sharing those two things.
Sure.
So there's no
Thanks,
chance of
Robin.
us coming down and looking through that telescope then, is there?
No, but I am building my second telescope. Just here are the parts for it.
Okay.
I've got some time now. I've got a new mirror that's optically perfect. I spent a lot of money on that back in the 90s. That's the mirror cell. And that's the holder for the diagonal. That's how a Newtonian works. The light hits the mirror, bounces up, hits this diagonal mirror up here, and goes out the side of the tube.
Okay.
So, yeah, I've built all that. It shouldn't take me more than a few months of minor effort to complete a scope that would be much better than this one.
Okay.
Uh,
But tell
yes.
me, when did you buy those pieces? In the 90s?
I made those pieces in the 90s.
Okay. But it should
The
only
thing
take...
I bought was the mirror, which is still sitting in a box, and
Okay.
that little rack and pinion focuser there.
All right.
Those I bought.
All right. So what I'm getting to the bottom of, though, is that you started this in the 90s, but it should only take you a few months to get it done.
Well, yeah, because I've done nothing on it for the last 20 years. I don't have a shop.
Okay. So
I need a shop.
I think that's the true definition of random shit.
Yes, definitely.
I love it. I love
Plenty
it.
of it in this house.
Perhaps
Thank you,
there's
Robin.
someone out there who's got the equipment that you need to complete the job.
There's more than a few someones. I've got options. I may have somebody in the neighborhood that has what I need
Excellent.
and a bit of the expertise I need.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Luke. Thanks for talking to us. Oh,
Thank
hang on
you,
a tick.
Robin.
Oh, no, hang on a tick. I had my Lord of the Rings questions.
Oh,
Because
sure.
one of the things we've got is Lord of the Rings Trivial Pursuit. All right. So, who offers to guide Frodo and Sam to Bree when the ring wraiths are pursuing them? No.
Aragorn.
Well, no, it says Merry, but I would have thought it was Aragon. Okay. Who's Faramir threatening when he says, "May death find you quickly if you bring them to harm"?
Faramir.
Yeah. Who is he threatening when he says that? No.
Boromir? His brother?
No.
No.
Who would he
No idea.
threaten? Gollum. All right. So, look, if you are a Lord of the Rings fan out there, do tell me. I've got lots of questions. Thanks, Luke. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Thanks, Robin.
I'll leave you with another one. Okay. What king does Mary swear his service to? What king? So send me in some information about that and ask some other questions. See you on, I think we're going to see you on Monday, actually. See you on Monday. So, so what are you going to do with your old telescope then?
End up shortening the tube. The tube is too long. I can pull the mirror out of the bottom. It's designed to do that. I can just pull it out here with these 3 bolts.
Yeah.
If I can find somebody in Australia that reshapes mirrors, I can get it reshaped and recoded. And I can put it back in this scope and modify the optical tube so that it's much easier to move. At the moment, it's just very heavy and awkward to move around.
Yeah.
But I could conceivably sell it.
Yeah.
The reason people build telescopes in the first place is you get a better quality than what you can buy.
Ah.
You know,
Okay.
you can go to an optical shop and spend, $2,000 for something that doesn't work as well as this.
Yeah.
That's why people build. And you don't really save any money, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. All right. Well, that's a thing of beauty.